Welcome to a 7.27D. This is a live game of Nando. This guy's ranked. I don't remember what his actual ranking was. Hang on. He's 272. And we just kind of wanted to see this guy because, again, Magnus has been nerfed in terms of 7.27D. How has this guy fared after a couple of months of the patch? What has he been doing? How is he doing in terms of, is he surviving? Is he been able to keep it up? We'll find out here, especially since this is going to be a Magnus core. So, you know, there's a lot at stake in terms of how things are going to be, you know, played, right? Because this guy was a terror in 7.27C. We saw this guy played in the mid. He did play carry as well, just because he could do everything. But this is it's a little different because it's, you know, the next patch, there's some nerfs are there in terms of the self and everything. But he does have an Ember who kind of scales with this guy. You know, the Empower is just so good that it helps out on any sort of core that wants to kind of right click, and the Sleight of Fist is one of the best at it. But we're starting this one off. It's about 4 minutes into this game. He's still kind of killing it in terms of the last hits, 22-2. So he's doing very well. He understands exactly what he knows how to play the hero. Like, you can tell, like, just in terms of what he's doing, how he's kind of zoning it out, taking very minimal damage. He doesn't even have any regen at this point except for the stick. So he's just happily farming, and Mars has kind of been on his own. Marana has been roaming, trying to find out, just get a couple arrows in the mid lane. But again, seeing as that this is going to be a Magnus replay, we're just going to kind of look at the perspective of the Nando here. But they're kind of balling already. I mean, 5-0, they're doing really well in the top lane. Axe does outlane the Faceless Void, so that is something that they've got going on, especially if you can win out early. I almost spilled my coffee. But Mars is doing as well. Like, this is pretty much a wash in 27-3 versus 23-3. Both of them are like, there's no chance of any of them getting killed anytime soon, especially without help. And the Chen doesn't really provide that support where he's going to kill people, so you don't need to really worry about too much about that. But yeah, he's got his boots here. He's going to be going treads, so pretty much high on that list of things that you want to buy. Let's just kind of get into this real quick. Alright, so Chen is level 3. And that regen that he can kind of come in. So I guess Nando really doesn't need that regen when you have that Chen nearby, just because he provides so much. Just trading it out. You've got Empower, man. It's so good. Like, are you ever at risk? I don't think so. So happily farming here. OD. Oh, and there's a little bit of play in the mid lane. Again, kind of boring because we're watching this guy just farm, but oh, he gets the kill. So Spirit Breaker ends up getting the kill, and then they trade it at the last second because the arrow travels a little bit slower. So pretty interesting there. By the way, I hate these skins, man. I know that they're trying to be cool, but even in like Street Fighter, they have these skins that do this, and I just think it looks like crap. I don't know. Maybe it's because my settings are really low, but I don't really like it. I'm not a huge fan of this. So they have it for like Void Spirit as well. So yeah. All right, Empower here, just getting all those creeps. Juicy, juicy, juicy. He does get arrowed here. Sorry, we'll go back into the perspective. He's been thrown under tower, which is actually very smart. And the RP is going to be using to skewer him back, but I don't think you want to bring him back. Yeah, and he's got really nowhere to go, trying to cut through the trees. One right click, he's trying to juke it. Doesn't really have any. There's no way. The arrow's going to miss in the send, but hey, you made him waste mana. You made him work for it, right? So, I mean, the waste of the arrow in addition to the God's Rebuke that was used, so. Alright, we'll look at the top lane here. Again, Faceless Void completely zoned out. Level 4 to level 7 of this axe. Joe here, real MVP. And, yeah, I mean, this is, this is pretty sick. Actually, is this the deal? Like, instead of the Ring of the Health, you go the Ring of Tarask for this? Because the +4 regen, I mean, obviously it's not as good as a +8, but it's definitely cheaper. It's like 325 or something. Yeah, let me get rid of this. I don't remember the exact cost of this. Oh, it's 650. So 150 versus, I mean, it's 150 gold less than the Ring of Regen, Ring of Health, excuse me, which is actually super good. But +4 to +8, I guess, is a bit of a wash. The only issue right now is that this axe is a little slow, doesn't have boots yet. Speaking of which, what is on the courier? He's got first item blade mail. He's like, I don't need no boots. I don't need no phase. I'm just going to run up on you. And that was a bit of a bug. I just saw the Crystal Maiden as a Radiant. Like the fact that Joe's been cutting. And yeah, I know that we're going to talk about the Magnus, but he's completely by himself. Spirit Breaker coming through like a freight train. The level 8 in OD is coming here. He's got the imprisonment. Not making sure. He's got nowhere to go. Happy Tongue. Just trying to swap in, but really nothing that Spirit Breaker can do unless he gets a charge for 5 more seconds. Try to go for the neutral. The deny. Unfortunately, not able to do that. And actually, OD versus Ember. Like, this is a pretty favorable matchup for OD. I feel like this is a super tough matchup for Ember. That is definitely not a lane you want to be in. But he's got 51 last hits, man. Holy crap. Like, alright, alright. Magnus has been pushed back into his own jungle. Got a stack there, looking to do a pull. Quick. But sorry, one thing to note, OD went boots into Meteor Hammer. Dude wants to push. Axe, on the other hand, has got Blade Mail boots. But yeah, it's not like Mars is really going to fight him so that Blade Mail does all that damage. So I don't see that, foreseeing that being an issue. He's got his Null Talisman now. Like, I feel like this guy's itemization, like, the order has been crazy. Like, you usually get the Null Talisman before, and even the Meteor Hammer, like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of this build, but let's see if Ange, I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm gonna go Angie. I think that sounds cool. Decided to go the Meteor Hammer. I mean, it helps with the push, which is OD's definitely not one of his strengths. Imprisonment here. He's gonna drop the Meteor Hammer into the arrow. That does a lot of damage, but they're not doing enough right-click action. Nando is here though, and it's like, oh, and now comes the Chrono. He just hit level 6. The Remnant's gonna be used. Here comes a TP from Mars. They do have Arena. No, he's gonna Remnant on back. Mars TP for what? Didn't get anything out of that. Little slow, a little bit off with that. And I mean, Faceless Void, when you just hit level 6, you really don't have anything, and CM just gets run up on here. Nando just doing work, and he's gonna look to steal the stack. Wow, makes quick work of it. Empower. And let's look at net worth here. Yeah, tops. They're killing it right now. I mean, yeah, Dire have come back. They've got some kills, but I don't know if this is the build to come back with. The Meteor Hammer in addition to it, like, alright, we'll see how this one plays out. But, like, okay, it makes sense if, like, the Chrono, Arena, and then you can just kind of Meteor Hammer on top of that, but found Mars. You're doing some right clicks now. RP. Skewer. This time he did not bring his friend. Oh, but Chen. Okay. He brought him in, but Happy Tongue's like, oh, shit, I did not want to be here. The ghosts are even body blocking me. Oh, they look to turn this around. He charges forward. Gets a nice little bash there. When you're good, you're good. 17%. Okay. And that should be the end of that. Ember here. He's looking to go Maelstrom next. Does already have phase. Axe, we talked about the Blade Mail, but he does have completed the phase boots. He's going to go Blink next, which is the right item. Spear Pricker is going to be going drums. I wish somebody got earned. Oh, here, look at this. Stack Chen, tanking up a lot. What are you doing, buddy? Dead game. You could have been a dead Chen, but no. All right, we're going to take all this down. You got your entire creep family just happily farming as well, and that will just kick you up. And man, Chen has done a good job in terms of stacking. That's a pretty juicy stack. That was like a triple stack there. All right, looks like they want to go. Mars, though. Moonlight's going to be used, and they're going to just kind of fake back. They're bringing them back. They're running back. They saw the Moonlight, so they know potentially that could go. How many times have you gone into a pub where they're like, oh, they Moonlighted. Oh, they're definitely retreating. Nah, man. They're coming back, and here comes Spirit Breaker charging through all of them, but he's going to go get speared back, and actually that helps him. But here comes the arrow does connect. They're going to turn this imprisonment. OD's looking to do that just to secure the kill, but I don't know if that was really the time. The Freezing Field is going to just zone him out. The Spirit Breaker's dead. We're having Space Cow for dinner, and that's at least the first one. But the Sleight of Fist is doing some work. The creeps are there to kind of give vision, and they've got all four. The arrow misses. Sleight of Fist does connect, though. Not really doing too much, but is it a bait? Angie's kind of sticking around on the edge, trying to lull somebody into them, but with Chen pushing, and this is a really good job by the support, right? Somebody has to react to this, right? If people start TPing away, then that means that you have less people to deal with, right? So this is why... Ooh, but here comes a chrono. And is in perfect position. Didn't catch anybody. Oh, the chrono into the arena. And this is definitely my graphic card, which is kind of falling apart right here. But they did get the Mars. And I'll play around with my settings. I don't know what it is. This is probably why the skin looks like crap right now. But they got the bash here, faces void. Cannot even time walk from that because the cooldown is just so long. Another 4 or 5 seconds when it was at that time. So, and that's a buyback from CM. That was a pretty drastic fight right there. That did not go well. All right, so they're going to continue to push. I'm going to see what the setting was. Hang on. What is this? I don't know what that is. That is so weird. Okay. We'll figure it out. Like, why does this guy look like crap? Why did that arena look like crap? Everything else looks okay. Here's a stack. Here's a stack. And Magnus is trying to steal this. He's trying to be a little sneaky here. Takes the entire... Okay, but imprisonment. But he's completely by himself. He's charging up the meteor hammer. And he does end up getting killed there. And so that's why that item sucks. The leap away, the double leap, gets him back. Spirit Breaker doesn't want to commit for go in too deep for that. But, oh man, this OD, this is really going to haunt them. I think that this is a really bad item. Like, it makes sense, but OD, you can just, you know, just get right-click, you know, items that just kind of help you right-click, and then you'll just kind of tear things up. You don't need to go with all that. But here comes a charge. And this one's going downtown. And he's going to try to get into the arena. Chen is by himself. He will go charge, but he's like, oh, shit. Chen's somehow still alive. But the arrow's going to miss. All right. Dead game. Spear. Okay, now he just walks into a corner, and that's going to be it. But Moonlight is now going to be used. And Axe is like, I don't have dust, guys. We're going to run. Let's get on out of here. Magnus continue to farm. They did steal that stack, though, which is pretty nice. And they are looking for this Ember. Kind of hard to find. Alright, I don't think they're going to get anything else out of this. I think that's pretty much it. Just move this guy over here a little bit. Alright. And Magnus finds the CM. Like, this CM is just like... This is why I'm not a huge fan of CM as a support. I understand that she's powerful, and yeah, she can be played as a 5, and she's very strong. But I feel like my playstyle is just not that style. Oh my gosh. Faceless Boy gets killed here. No call here. She should be fine. The charge is coming. He's going to be going downtown. No, he's going to stop that one. Mars is blink to Desolator. Magnus continue to farm. Okay, he's got the Echo, and he's been pulled back. I don't... Okay, he's looking to just take the... Okay, okay. Actually, that was actually a pretty good pullback. By the Chen, that is. Yeah, I mean, he recalled him right into the mid lane, got that initial farm. Sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah. Okay. Like, it's weird. It's called Divine Favor. That, like, it does so much now, right? Like, it does the health regen, and then, like, the passively, and then you can call out a hero. But yeah, Chen, kind of fun to play. Definitely a hero that I'm trying to learn, but not the easiest. But man, this Empower, man. Just look how quick the creep wave is dead. He's got the illusion there. CM is here. They want to go, but CM is way too deep, way too far up in front, and she got bashed back. Has a chrono if they want to go, but the CM is going to die for this. Side fist. Again, you never want to TP into that close. RP, going to be committed on the Faceless Void. That's the one you want, because he just got the chain stuns. He's got nowhere to go. Mars is here. Remnant forward, and they found the Mars completely by himself. The arrow is only going to hit onto a creep, and that's going to be pretty much the end, usually. Like, the team fight has been on point. Like, again, it comes back to that positioning of that CM. There's really no reason to be TPing in the front. You always want to be in the back, try to hide, let somebody else, you know, get prioritized, and then you come on in with the freezing field. Like, that's usually how you want to do it. You want the focus to be off of you, onto somebody else, because they want to find you, and if you're out front, you're just like that easy target. So, okay, and it looks like they're going to get Rax bottom. They're not going to really fight, and I feel like the entire team is just kind of already given up. So, we've seen a lot of this in terms of the highly ranked I mean, they kind of know. There's no way to come back from this, right? 408, 390. Like, these guys are all super high. 36 in the Mars. Like, wow. Like 200 to 300, but they're all just gonna chill in the fountain. Yeah, but I don't think that you can really. Oh my gosh, my settings are so bad right now. All right, I might as well just take this time. What is that setting? Why does it look like crap? Effects quality? Probably this one, right? Yeah, there's no reason the effects to be that low. Okay. I think at one time, but even this guy, like this guy is like pixelated. What the heck? All right.
There is little hope for Dyer's.
Yeah, they've completely given up. I bet you they're typing in all chat. They're like, haha, you suck. No, you suck. And they're dropping stuff like the Philosopher's Stone, but they're completely out of this. Yeah, they're gonna find the gem. They're gonna get something. So, I talked about this yesterday, and they need this, you know, in the game as well, but there are times that you really need to just surrender. Like, you need a surrender option. That's like the one good thing about League of Legends that I've learned, is that like there's games like this where this team is just completely giving up, right? So yeah, you need to just constant. Oh my gosh, Axe has got Meteor Hammer. Why not? Make quick work of these T4s. They're gonna continue to push. CM is smoked and she's gonna run away. And that should be the end of it. Really not much else they can do. Found the Mars. Like, you want to end, and Mars is like running around. Just thought he could get the Meteor Hammer kill. It's hard to time. And that should be the end of it. 20 minutes, man. This is like when you had the Faceless Void like that, there was a level 7, like a 3-level difference from 4 to 7. I mean, that was just crazy, right? OD going Meteor Hammer as well. Like, what? So, all right, what have we learned? Even the high rank guys don't know how to itemize properly, as we see in that game. That was a disastrous game there, I would say, by the Dire. Like, I don't know what you were thinking in that. Like, into Chrono, into Arena, like the Meteor Hammer, like, I guess, but OD, man, all you want to do is you want to just right click. Like, there's really no reason to do that. Anyways, if you like what I do, please give a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.